So Zoe is a ministry that basically aligns very closely with Impact's vision to share the love of Jesus Christ around the world. Serene Coleman, who is leading a lot of our community-based activities here at Impact, did some research and found them and coordinated all of us to get together. There were 14 of us in total that went. And Zoe basically is a 3-year program that seeks orphans around the world and basically creates an opportunity for them to never have to rely on charity again. So one of the proverbs that always comes to my mind when I think about Zoe is, if you give a man a fish, he can eat for a night. But if you teach a man to fish, he can eat forever and feed others. And Zoe pretty much, that's the ministry. It is to get kids off of charity. It is to give them a different way to think about the world, about themselves, about God. And so what they do is they identify these orphans, they teach them how to farm, they teach them about personal hygiene, they teach them about business, finance, about really having a way that they can actually earn a living. And so what they do is they start the program at the first year. They learn about food security, they learn about hygiene, they learn about how to care for themselves as well as their family. So a lot of these kids are anywhere from 9 years old to 20 years old and are by themselves because their parents likely died of AIDS or some other debilitating disease. So it's a really wonderful program, and it was really a blessing to have had an opportunity to go over there.
Thanks so much. Carl, this is for you. What was your more than possible moment in Kenya, and how did you see God?
My more than possible moment, I met this young lady. Her name was Stella. And Stella was an orphan. And what happens in Kenya a lot, once their parents died, they might have had land and property, but relatives sometimes take their land and kick the kids off, and they're in the streets. And so that was her story. But it didn't stop there because she didn't allow that to stop. So she became part of the Zoe program. And through the 3 years, she became a seamstress. And also Zoe taught, they call them work groups, where the kids themselves, they get together and they help each other out, and they help them with their businesses, and they actually give them loans to start their businesses. So it's very sustainable, like LaTonya said earlier, they give them life skills that will last a lifetime. So she was able to start her seamstress business, but Zoe also had the kids get together and they went to the chief council where she was able to get her land back. And they have an elder that's with all the groups. So they taught him how to reclaim their land. So she was nice enough to invite her to her house. And now she has like 7 acres, man. It's like so cool. And matter of fact, she tailor-made this dashiki for me. That's the type of work she does. So that's what Zoe is doing. And that was more than possible because my thing is God has said, with the faith of a mustard seed, these kids have faith. I mean, it's just like ridiculous faith. And you see it in their eyes, you see it in their passion. They don't use what I don't have as an excuse. They take little and make a lot. They're not consumers, they're producers, they're creators, they're entrepreneurs. And for me, coming back, it's changed my life. Because I'm like, I can't live the way I was living before. Because God, as an American, we have so much, and we still cry about we need more. God has given us way much more than we need. And all we have to do is just look around and then cut back on some of the things that we do, that we just squandering. And if we can teach our kids at a young age to change that mindset, we don't have to worry about what a president is doing. We control that. I mean, God is hiding all of that. So that was my more than possible moment. And I saw God through the eyes of these kids. Because every time they got up and told their story from where they came from and what they were doing, they would always say, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord again. And we used to laugh. That was our little joke in the back end. We used to laugh, praise the Lord, praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Lord again. But reading the Bible, I started reading Psalms, and it always starts with praise the Lord. Amen. So they don't want no handout. They want to be independent. And I just see those kids they come to America, they taking all y'all jobs. You're gonna be working for them because they have an entrepreneurial spirit. And my life was ever changed. And just one more thing, it was 10 years ago when my other church was talking about going to Swaziland, and I'm like, man, I want to go on a mission. It took 10 years, but I put that out there. And I like how Joel Osteen said, you got to start walking in, what you believe in. And 10 years later, I was able to go on a mission to the motherland where my ancestors came from. I even brought some dirt back, don't tell anybody. But it was just a wonderful, wonderful experience that, we don't have enough time to talk about it, right? That's how great it was.
Awesome, thank you. And Impact, would you stand please with me to give LaTonya and Carl a round of applause for